It's really fun though. Worth it. Worth it. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. Yeah.
You had to get there, satiate the hunger of this giant rock, and now that you're heading back from the or try promise to satiate the hunger of this giant rock, I should say. And so the giant rock wants a goat, an infamous goat that has been haunting these mountains up here, and so you'll need to find that. Otherwise, the rock has promised he's going to make you his favor on the way back. Further back in Barovia, the other things you have to do is to take the bridal gown back to the abbot at some point. You promised to do that for him. Um, Although you're not sure necessarily how much of that you still need to do, since, he did bring back the son of the burgomaster in that town, so he kind of expects you to keep up your end of the bargain. So that's up to you whether you decide to do that or not. The other things was to the winery had asked if you would come back and help them find another or put an end to their druid problem. And the other thing was to return back to Blakovich with the treasure, of which he will give you a percentage of the treasure. And yes, those are the items that need. And you still need to find the prophesied things that you had found from Madame Eva. So there is quite a bit to be done still.
Mm-hmm.
But you have, in the process, angered Strahd beyond compare by allowing Arena to leave Barovia with her uh, dead sweetheart, and so you'll have to contend with that as well. And let me share this stuff here. Okay, so here we are back outside of the Amber Temple, on the way back down the mountain. So where you're at in the mountain, you're kind of like in kind of like a deep ridge between a cleft of the mountain where this temple is hidden at. It circles back down around the road, leads back down around to where that pass was at, where the tower down there you first met the rock. So you'll have to do a little bit of exploring of the mountain or keeping your eye out for any of the goats as you make your way down. You've spent over a day inside the temple. You had made it there late in the afternoon because you had stayed the night at the bridge, and so you had made it there late in the afternoon up here. But right now, as you're coming out of the temple, since it was a little harder to keep track of time inside the temple, you realize that it's just about midday here on the. So you've been in there a day, so uh, about 3 days have passed since you've set out since from Vallaki.
I feel like we should have our ranger lead us towards this goat.
I rolled an 18 on nature.
Okay.
Do
All right.
I notice? any huge goat hooves or goat poo?
You actually do notice some huge goats' hooves and stuff like that going on. And so, as you start making your way down the mountain, you find a trail that leads off into a little bit deeper into the crag. And so, with Isaac's permission, knowing that you need to get this goat, you guys decide to head towards that particular spot. Let's see if I. Check my. That'll work. It's yawning. Yawning.
We're just
Yeah, I
starting.
think I'm. No, I'm not bored. I think I'm an hour ahead of you guys because of the time zones. Just an hour later for me. I'm just a little tired. That's all.
Are you on the East Coast?
Yeah, I'm on the East Coast.
Okay. Sense. All right. So. Probably didn't even in there. Add in your. Who's this guy? Isaac. So as you guys, so your rangers out in front, kind of in front of the cart, and everybody else is kind of riding along behind it, kind of walking along behind it, with Isaac kind of driving the cart, because he has now kind of taken possession, ownership of the cart, and kind of like driving it and kind of making sure you guys are protecting it, that kind of thing. So, oops, I don't mean to trim this out. Wow. All right. as you, the ranger is kind of making her way, looks tracking this goat alongside the road, and road kind of this is kind of part of an old abandoned road that heads a little deeper in the mountains. You do eventually. She kind of like throws up her hand and tells you to stop. It's off in the distance, some feet away. You guys could what looked like maybe a big white kind of like snowy looking bush stands up, and you realize it has horns on its head, but it is much bigger than a bush. Like it was like almost like a felled tree or something. Is what I thought it was. And so it's kind of like stands up, and then it kind of like turns its head towards you. You can see it's got these like very demon like eyes in its
Sweet.
big massive head, and it kind of turns to look at you, and it's just kind of like its little mouth is kind of like moving like goats, like it's chewing on something as it stares at you.
Take this thing down.
Yeah, what's the plan? You're gonna kill it and take it back, or just subdue it? Let it kind of. What do you think it wants? Live bait, or do you think it wants
If
try
I
to
if we
capture it?
do
Or
it, I don't want the poor thing being eaten alive. I think it'd be best just to kill it to put it out of its misery, and that's what needs to be done.
I think it's going to be easier to cart it back dead. Sorry, what were you going to say, Penguin?
That too.
Well, I've got animal handling.
We could try doing it without a fight.
Because, I mean, I would maybe the thing would like to, you know, eat it alive. I don't know.
I mean, if it doesn't
Either way,
work,
I'm fine.
yeah. Well, yeah, I'm okay if you want to try. Because if it doesn't work, we're going down path B, anyways.
Hmm.
What does animal handling do?
so
Animal.
animal handling kind of allows you to calm, animals that are frightened, or knows how to basically ride animals perfectly, and kind of like make not really friendship or nothing, but kind of like just kind of knows how to tame them or break them or stuff like that.
I rolled an 11.
11. Okay. So you start approaching this giant goat, kind of like out there. You kind of grab some of the little bit of grass that's kind of growing here and there, and you kind of bring it forward, making little cooing sounds to it to try to get it kind of satiated a little bit, and it kind of turns and stares at you as you approach. And for a minute there, it kind of feels like maybe you are, kind of pacifying it, getting its attention. But after about a second or two, you just see it throw up its front feet and it charges straight at you.
Okay, I scream and run away.
That's the natural reaction to that.
Or actually, no, I scream and fly away.
Even
Okay,
better.
so I will
I
get you
forgot
about
that
right
I could
here,
fly.
and let's 1 second. Okay, so now everyone can go ahead and do initiatives.
Ooh.
Oh my god. It's gonna be one of those nights, isn't it?
At least it wasn't a nat one.
It was a 1, just not a nat 1.
Mm-hmm.
It was an unnatural 1, so that's even better. Like, man, I don't know why I still play this game. I roll completely like shit. I don't know why I enjoyed it so much. Ugh. I keep coming back for more.
Let's see.
No.
All right, so Rictavio is the first to respond here, and he is going to tell the animated armor to go up and stand in the path of this block. It's going to take a dodge action. He is going any long range stuff, so he's not going to do anything else besides that. Stand back, ready in action with his sword cane. The giant goat, seeing that there is a new target in front of him, is going to run. Try to charge the suit of armor here. Try to ram it with his horns. You see his horns go down, and he's going to ram him. Okay, but he's going to have disadvantage as he's dodging, and he misses as the suit of armor just kind of moves out of the way of the horns as they come in, kind of glances off of his armor.
Nice.
Next up is Bigwin.
Okay, so
You flying back here to land with the others, just as that's kind of going down.
I'm down on the ground now?
Well, no, you're flying.
Okay. So I'm using my longbow and I got a 23.
23. Okay. See something.
150 or 600?
No. I know.
Oh.
Nope. Okay. So I just needed to see. Yeah. So it hits. It hits.
What were you looking at?
Because the other two groups all have magical stuff, I couldn't remember if you guys had magical weapons yet or not.
Mm.
So you see it hit, but it doesn't do as much damage as you want it to. Roll some damage though. So 8 damage.
8?
So it does. It doesn't pierce quite as well into its hide as you were hoping.
Mm. Oh, I get 2 attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do a hail of thorns?
Yeah, that's actually a bonus action. So because you hit, you use a bonus action to do the hail of thorns.
Oh, okay.
And so the hail of thorns will hit the armor too, but that's okay. He can take it.
8?
So now do they have to do? I think they have to do a dex on that, or they take the full 8.
Yes.
Okay. So, well, he did not make it. Let's see if the armor.
Still dodging, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. So the armor did much better. Okay. All right. So it takes just one like little arrow to it, and the or the thorn, and then the goat takes full 8 damage.
So if I have 2 attacks and that was counted as a bonus action, can I still attack again?
If you have, yeah, I mean, yeah. So that's a bonus action. I think you only get one bonus action per round though. So this one you can't use a hail of thorns on, but you could still shoot another arrow.
Yes, I understand that. Okay. So my second action is a 23 to hit
Yep,
with my longbow
that's gonna hit.
and 11 damage.
11 damage. Okay. All right. So it's good. It doesn't take as much as you want. Like takes half of that. So it's a tough hide, but it's definitely taking some damage. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Stumble Duck doesn't seem to care that it's not taking much damage. He rages up. One to kill something. Boring. Goes running up. And he's going to go right into his swinging of his battle axes. Both of those are going to hit. 7 and 6 plus 4. 15. Okay, so 15 damage on the first slash. But since his battle axes aren't magical either, he's going to do less than he wanted. 8 damage. But he's going to swing again. Well, that hit. I don't. No, it hit. Hits twice more. And takes it down. He's just, you see him just kind of leap past in the air, slicing and dicing away, just landing and slashing into this goat, taking it down in the process as he does. Just after 4 slashes to this goat's neck, finally takes it down onto the ground.
Nice. That was surprisingly easy.
Yeah.
They're stage 2.
Now, which one of us has the butcher skill?
Don't know if we need to butcher it. I think you just take it down there. Just gotta throw it on the cart, or someone's gotta carry it.
I agree. I'm not sure the rock is going to care for the various cuts. All right. Throw this bad boy on the cart and mosey on out of here.
Okay. Right. So Van Richten orders the armor to kind of pick up the dead goat and kind of carry it over its shoulder. So so all you can see, because the goat is so big, is the legs of the armor kind of in between the folds of this goat that's kind of like over its shoulder.
So glad we don't have to carry it.
Mm.
All right. Start making your way back down the mountain. Big goat kind of leaving a trail of blood as you go down that thing. Back down to Silken's Pass. As you're coming down the mountain, you can see into the valley and see that the sun, as much as you can see through all the clouds, is kind of lighting up the valley. Off in the area over here where the winery is at, you can't see the winery from where you're at, but you can see big plumes of smoke coming from there.
Ah, shit.
Oh shit, here we go again.
That doesn't bode well.
Nothing here bodes well.
No.
So it was midday as you got out of there. You make it down to Sulkin's Pass about mid afternoon. A little easier going down the mountain than, of course, going up the mountain. It was. You have to make sure that the cart doesn't go too fast and everything like that. But going down is a lot easier. So you get down to Sulkin's Pass down there. I'm not going to load the map unless it's necessarily want to do anything that's at that spot like rest or not. But as you come down, the rock lands on the bridge again in nearly the same spot it was before, clipping its mouth in anticipation for your goat offering.
Huck that thing to the rock and mosey off.
All right.
Yeah, not very well.
It kind of bows its head in acknowledgement of you and grabs its prize in its talons, and you see it fly up to the top of the mountain, off here to the north or to the.
Excellent.
So on the other side, you come back to that gate that has across the bridge. You have that gate that had the magical fire that you had to suppress before. Who suppressed that before?
I did with Dispel Magic. I've got a slot available, so I can do that again.
Okay. All right, so then that's an easy fix. Okay. So you dispel the magic one more time as the gate opens up for you and lets you through. And from there, you continue on down the path. As you get towards the down in this little valley area is when it starts to get dark. You can press on or stay the night in this valley.
What do you guys want to do?
I should say this pass.
Does my character need to sleep?
Dampiers? I'm not sure. And you'd need to read. I haven't dealt with them too.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Let me check. I'm sure it would be. There's nope. Inventory spells, feats and traits. Okay.
Let me find them on the races here.
Oh, that's interesting. I don't know about sleeping, but I don't need to breathe.
Yeah, I see that.
Well, I guess I'm dead, so I wouldn't need to anyway.
Well, I don't think they're fully dead, though. I think they're like somewhere in between.
I have no idea.
Second.
You are humanoid, small or medium size. You don't need to breathe. Spider climb, vampire bite. It doesn't say. Is something in between? I assume I do, although I'm not entirely sure.
So with insights, vampires retain their grip on life, yet are endlessly tested by vicious hungers. Their ties to the undead grant dampers a taste of vampires' deathless prowess in the form of increased speed, dark vision, and a life-draining bite. Insights, nature of the undead, dampiers become monster hunters.
Normal vampires need to sleep?
I think so because they got their coffin.
Mm-hmm.
They do, but like, if they do, then I think it'd be a safe assumption that I would also need to as well. But I'm not entirely sure. I'm just gonna Google it. Fuck it. See what happens.
Don't need to breathe, like it said.
Where's the E? While not vampires in their entirety, vampires do inherit certain traits from their undead parents. pale skin and blood-sucking fangs are most obvious in these traits, are not accompanied by a resistance to cold weather and the lack of a need for sleep. So I guess I don't need to sleep.
Yep. You don't need to sleep. Doesn't say you
Oh man, I
can't. It
thought
just says you don't need to sleep.
I thought I ran that joke dry, but I guess not. I'm bringing it back. All right, guys, since I can stay up all night, deja vu. I mean, it's up to you guys. What do you want to do?
I'm
So
pretty tapped.
so
So,
right
oh,
now you're
sorry.
kind of in a pass where there's like a cliff wall on each side of you, and it's kind of like a 20 feet, in either direction to the cliff wall, and so you're kind of like in a small mountain pass at the
I've used a lot of my higher level spells, so I am okay to take a rest.
moment.
Okay. Like a short one or a long one?
I'm thinking long rest because then I can get my spells
Gotcha.
back.
All right, that sounds cool.
Let's
rest
do
it
it.
is.
Okay. All right, so you guys make camp for the night with your new friend Zach taking up the watch for the evening. We will see if anything disturbs your peaceful.
My character's like, please God, no. But I'm just like, yes, please God. Hopefully it's a werewolf. Character wouldn't want that, but I would want that. Werewolf, werewolf, werewolf.
He is a little too insistent on.
Well, if you just give it to me, I wouldn't be. No, I'm just give me the werewolf. God damn it! I know you have him somewhere in that
Your
book.
character gets torn apart by the werewolf. I didn't mean like that.
It's not like I meant like not limb to limb. I just mean like a small scratch or two. That's all I meant. I'm pretty sure that book has like werewolf like on every other page. Just give it to me.
All right, so let's see. Okay, yeah. So I need to roll. Yeah. Counter here. So you do having to have something kind of sneak up on you later in the evening, just after midnight. Let's see here. All right. We'll just use the same one. It's kind of like that. And this is the pass. Wall's kind of long edge. So here. It's more Mr. Goat. Do the camp. The side.
Family.
All right, so everyone is taking a nice, peaceful sleep while Jake or Zach, our vampire friend, is checking out things. When all of a sudden you hear the howl of a wolf.
Oh,
few seconds later, you hear another one. Arroo! In response.
You tease.
And you hear several more. Arroo! Like, so you're now counting about 5 to 6 of them.
We got
So
this.
close. No cigar.
So they're a little bit off the distance, but they are definitely getting closer. Are you gonna wake your companions?
Yeah, might as well.
Okay.
don't sound so committed.
Well, maybe when I heard the howl, I maybe got myself a little too excited. Whatever. Wake up, guys. There are wolves afoot. 4 afoot. Because they have 4 legs? No, they don't have feet, they have paws. Never mind, I'm thinking too much. I'm never gonna get to be a werewolf. Fuck. I don't know why I want this so badly. It's just, I just can't give up on the guy for coming here so long.
There's still lots of time.
I don't know, just for some reason I always thought like whenever I played a video game like Skyrim or a game like that where you can become a werewolf, I totally would because it's so awesome. I don't know why I love being one so much, but I've been playing D&D for almost a while now. I'm just like, I really want to be one D&D, see what it's like. I really want to do this. Never get the chance to. Now I finally have the chance to. Kind of.
You can be a werewolf in Skyrim?
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No,
Wow.
not at all.
You could be be a werewolf and a vampire.
Oh, okay.
Well, at the same time, unfortunately, but like, yeah, I know, classic me.
They won't let you
You
be a
either go-
vampire.
I know what. Oh, that didn't sound so. Ugh, that sounded kind of weird. But I know, right? I think you go with the I forget what they're called. The people in White Realm, the champions or whatever. You do that, and then there's another side quest
All right.
where you meet a werewolf who gives you some kind of like whatever their demigods are called. They're evil demigods over there. Ring you can transform into one. I forget what they're called.
Interesting.
Yeah, what the fuck are they called? I don't know. This don't bug me.
So after you guys kind of like hear these things for like kind of howling in the distance for a little bit, you do eventually see on the ridges on the both sides of the cavern, you see 4 figures come up, and they are 4. They look like wolves, but they're standing like men.
Yes.
I wonder what this could be.
I take off all my arm off and I run towards them.
So they're up on the top of the pass, on the both sides of the pass at the moment. So they're up above you, looking down, kind of see their shadows.
How tall is the pass?
About 20 feet up.
Okay, so not like crazy high. Well, I'm imagining we're rolling for initiative.
Yes, you are.
Character.
Are you ready for us? Or,
Yeah, go ahead.
Ooh, 8. Much better than last time.
Oh God, that's sad. That scares me.
Well, it's pretty easy to beat what you had last time, so.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Not only was it a 1, it was an unnatural 1. So that was funny.
All right. So Izek kind of sees what's going on here, and he yells, "Protect the wagon! Protect the horses! If they kill the horses, we won't be able to complete the mission."
That is a very good point.
All right, Pigman, you're up first.
Do we know that they're werewolves?
Yeah, you can tell from the moonlight that's kind of seeping through the clouds, because At night, the clouds kind of open up just enough that you can kind of see the moon, kind of seep through, and you can make out their features. But you can make out that they have wolf-like features, long mouths and snouts, but they're standing like men, and they are howling at the moon.
19, or I want to go into the air away from them.
Okay.
Okay. And I want to use my longbow, and I got a 19.
So you're shooting in the air away from.
No,
Oh, so you're wanting. I'm sorry. I guess I didn't understand what you're saying. So you're going into the air away from
I'm
them.
flying into the air. Yes.
Okay. So they're actually on two ridges. So this is kind of like a small pass where it's got walls on both sides, and you're kind of down the middle of it. They're all standing on the walls above you.
Oh.
Okay, so they're not down by.
They're not
So this
down
isn't
at you now.
flat land.
No, I just didn't have a pass
Okay.
set up for us.
Okay. Okay. Then I don't need to fly. I'm just gonna um I just want to shoot.
Okay.
So 19.
All right. So shooting at one of them. Okay. Here. 19 is gonna hit.
Oops. And for my second attack, a 23.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Both arrows find purchase. Okay.
5. 11. And I'm gonna do Hail of Thorns for an extra 7. So 18 damage, but they need to do a dexterity save.
Okay. So dexterity saving throw. Okay, made a 10, so he's gonna take that.
18 damage.
How much?
18.
From the Hail of Thorns?
Yes.
Okay. What was the other damage?
Oh no. The whole damage was 18.
Okay.
I was thinking, holy moly, that's
So
a good hail of thorns.
Yeah, I need to know what the separation of the damages here.
Oh, 11 and 7.
Okay. So the Hail of Thorns hits no problem.
11.
You notice that the arrows don't actually seem to do anything.
Well, screw you too.
You have to use silver on them.
I think we have any silver. Shit.
I don't know if my weapon's made out of silver.
So Rictavio has a silvered cane, and you did find a silvered weapon in the, if I remember right, in the treasure hoard. Go back.
What was that? Was that a mace?
I thought it was a sword. Need to go back to that. Let's pause for a moment and go back and remember what was in that treasure. So that's going to be.
My greatsword, but it doesn't say what material it's made out of.
It's probably not silvered unless you've actually bought a silvered weapon or silvered it with a smithy. It's not something that usually comes with that.
You can still do damage with silver, just not, right?
Because you were kind of like raised with Van Richten, I'll say your great sword is silvered. You learned from him as a monster hunter.
Thank you very much.
To be to silver stuff. So
yeah.
Okay, so let me go back to the treasure stuff from Temple. Oh, you guys found a silvered weapon somewhere.
Yeah, I seem to recall the same thing.
Silvered rapier with a
There we
pink
go.
glass hilt.
I imagine that probably makes the most sense on Bigwin.
Probably, yeah, just dexterity based, so yep.
Oh,
Stumbleduck's now in trouble because he has no silvered weapons, and not sure what he's gonna do.
ruh-roh.
He's gonna have to try to just wrestle them. It's two.
Oh, we had a long rest before this fight?
You got enough of the rest in. I'll give you.
I have some HP now.
Okay, so next up in this fight is the werewolf that Pigwin just attacked. And you see it just kind of leap off the edge and come, like, kind of grabbing a tree and swinging it like a rock and stuff, and just kind of swinging down onto the ground from the leap from the thing, so it doesn't hurt itself. And then it makes its last 10 things of movement towards Van Richten here. And it's going to make a slashing attack here. It's going to slash with his claws. It's going to miss. First swing.
Ooh, that's for me.
It's going to hit on the second for a 7 slashing on Van Richten. All right, Zach, you're up.
Which one is my new mini?
You're this guy right here.
Got you. Okay. I guess I will go after the werewolf that is currently attacked in Richten. Is that his name? I keep forgetting.
Van Richten?
You literally just said it. I will attack him with my greatsword. Where's my greatsword at? Where is my great? Here it is. Gotcha. Okay, so why is it not working? Fuck. Come on, baby. I'm pushing the button. Why are you not rolling the dice? I know it's +6, so I'm just gonna go to my normal d20 and add 6. Okay, roll. That is 17, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23, 24 to hit.
Okay. 4 to hit.
Now it's 2. I don't know why the buttons aren't working, so I'm just gonna do this manually. That's 2d6 plus 3. Where are my 2d6s? Okay. So that's okay. 1. 6, so 7 plus 3, so 7, 8, 9, 10 points of damage.
10 points. All right. Okay.
It would have been, you know, what would have been funny if these were were rats and Zach got were rat lycanthropy.
That was funny because I did want to become one in my other campaign because I was playing like a rogue character and I heard they can have like add bonus attacks. I was like, that's kind of cool. It's kind of weird because the were rat, but that actually would be hilarious. Like, I'm finally a werewolf. That's right, you're a were rat. Like, motherfucker.
So,
Yeah.
so Zach, I hate to be the burster of your bubble, but the past 2 characters you chose have been characters that have undead traits and can't actually get lycanthropy.
Oh, come on. Can you just do a little homebrew for me, pretty please? Just once, please.
I'll
begging you.
consider it. I'll consider it.
Okay, that's fine. I'll shut up then.
I do have a question.
Yeah.
The rapier, is it a +1?
No, it's just a
Or-
regular kind of rapier. It's just silvered for the purpose of attacking creatures that are silvered
Okay,
or that,
so
that
I'll
require
just
silver.
add a rapier to my
Yep.
inventory.
Yep, and it'll do full damage because it's silvered in.
Okay.
All right. Rictavio also attacks this guy here. So Zach, you only attacked once. Did you?
Yes, that was the plan.
You have a
No,
second.
I want him to attack. I want him to attack me
Oh,
for obvious
okay.
reasons.
Okay.
Yeah, and just to throw it out there about what I said earlier about the homebrew stuff. I don't mind you if I become a werewolf. If you make my werewolf like weak as hell, like the compromise and Palance of Power, as long as this happens, that's good enough for me.
I'm just loving how there are 4 of them, and instead of like trying to help take this down so you guys don't get killed in the process, you're weak punching this first one in order to try to.
Oh, I will help them, and by killing them all mercilessly after he attacks me. That has to happen first. Then I'll be the hero.
He's over
I
there.
don't know if paladin is the right word for you.
He's over there sissy punching him.
Oh no, this is out of character. It's like this is what I want. My character is like trying to kill this one werewolf all heroically. Now I'm just like, yeah, hold back a little bit, just to be on the safe side.
You're the devil on the shoulder going. No,
You know
no,
what? I was
don't
about
make
to do
that
the same
second
exact
swing.
thing.
Give it a chance. Alright.
A little hesitation can't hurt that much.
Okay, so
What
Van
happens?
Richten is going to make 2 attacks with his sword and sword cane, which is silvered. It's twice, so he's going to get a total of 8 damage to that thing. Okay. Okay, that's good. All right, Isaac is up. Oh, actually, no. He's gonna have the animated armor come over here. Actually, it's going to come over and try to shove this thing away. That Van Richten.
Now,
all right, so
run away. I give it an opportunity to attack on me. Which I thought that earlier, but fuck.
So it's gonna shove
Come into me. Oh, shut up! I'm being very annoying.
These vampires are all toothless. They never brush their teeth, so can't bite you.
So good.
Okay, so
Got claws.
Yeah, these are all like granny werewolves that don't have teeth in at the moment.
I hate Barovia. This sucks.
All right.
Yeah,
so he doesn't shove. He doesn't shove the way so that Van Richten can retreat. It is Isaac's turn though, so Isaac is going to. Isaac also has a silvered battle axe because he's living in Barovia long enough to know how to attack werewolves. He runs up with his battle axe and it's going to make 2 swings at it. Both of those are going to hit using both hands. So he's going to do 30 damage to it.
Ooh, spicy meatball.
Okay, so that one's pretty wounded. Not quite dead, but pretty wounded. The others all start to howl and jump down to join and kind of like scale down the wall and come running over to join. This one is going to attack Zach.
Yes! These werewolves have really cool animations, by the way. I like it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And this one's going to go over and attack Pigwin. And this one is clambering down, heading over to feast upon. Actually, nope. It's gonna fight you guys first. Not worried about it.
How many horses do we have, by the way?
Just 2.
Oh, okay.
Jumps kind of through this little area here, and it's like trying to swing at Barrelak. So, 2 claw attacks against Pigwin. That's a 23 and a 13. So one of those are going to hit. 2 attacks against Barrelak, which is 21 and 7. So you're going to take 7 slashing damage, Barrelak. 7 slashing damage to Pigwin. And just because it feels like it wants to do this one is going to take a bite attack at That's
Zach?
Zach here, but it misses.
Yes. You can just ignore the AC. If you have my permission, you can attack me. Ignore the AC. I'm perfectly fine with that.
Is there a thing I can do that's besides dodge, where like I throw myself into them?
Ready in action to.
I make myself easier to hit.
I was thinking the same thing. Just like, is there like a way? It's like a
I
move
lay
I can
prone.
use. How do I give my turn to my enemy? The D&D writers are just like, why the fuck would you want that?
Vallaki, you're up.
All right. I am going to. Should have put a little bit more attention to this. Want a tidal wave? No. I'm going to call lightning. We'll do that. Take out the big guns. And the first call lightning is going to hit the one that's wailing on me there.
Okay.
And they need to make a Dex 15 saving throw.
Dex 18.
Okay. So they take 10 damage, or it takes 10 damage. And that will be my turn.
Right. Since Stumbleduck's weapons aren't going to be effective here, he does a daring move, rages up, jumps, and he's going to try to do a Dex jump to land on its back and grapple it from behind. Let's see. A nat 20. So yes, he jumps straight up and catches him around the back on his back, and so he's going to try to grapple him. He's got that. Right. Let's probably do it. Let's see if we can. He's yelling down to Zach. He won't bite you anymore. I'll keep him off of you.
No, fuck off. Obviously, gotta be out of character because
Right, I know.
Fuck off. Finally, my moment. I'll kill all of you myself. Anyway, that's Jack.
Pigwin, you're up.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Okay, so 2 attacks with my rapier.
Okay.
22 to hit.
Gonna hit.
Ooh, and 26 to hit.
Gonna hit.
Well, that's disappointing. Okay, so 16 damage.
16, okay.
And I'll do another Hail of Thorns.
Okay.
7.
So, wait, before you do that.
Oh.
So that's going to hit you too.
Oh, never mind.
You're within 5 feet of it.
Never mind.
Okay. That's what I was just wanting to double check on before you did that. Right. So the werewolf that's been hit really bad is hurting really bad, so it starts to disengage and limp away. It's hurt, so its run speed is not full amount, so it's going to go 15 feet away.
You coward.
Limps away.
I want to run in between both of them so they both have opportunity attacks on me.
And Zach, you're up. The one that Stumbleduck's like grabbing him around and the guy pulling him away. I keep it from biting you.
I'll tell you exactly what I want to do. I would like to ready an action just in case anybody around me gets damaged. I can use what's it called again? I think it's called Lay of Hands. So let me check real quick. Lay on Hands pools, so I can immediately heal them, and that's it.
All right.
This thing will attack me, damn it.
You hero, you. All right.
I will. I'm holding him back, damn it. Got this.
All All right, so Van Richten runs towards the one that's trying to limp away, and he is going to try to finish it off with his sword cane. It's going to hit for 4. Miss on the second one, but the 4 was all he needs, so he takes down that one.
Death animation. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. They have modes, different modes.
Okay.
Back. These are ones that were like built by Tabletop, but they're not very. There's not very many of them, so that's why I only have a handful of them. They don't have
Gotcha.
as wider range as some of the other figures that are out there. So
Yeah, I imagine that takes a lot of work to animate all that.
Oh,
yeah,
probably.
there is a way to do it, but I don't have enough knowledge in programming, so
Gotcha.
and I don't have enough time in my life to do that. So.
Yeah, the other important part.
Right. Pretty sure Terry would divorce me if I spent all my okay. So I'm going to he's gonna command the armor to go over and try to tackle or shove this one away from. Or actually, no, he's just gonna try to go and try to grapple it to give Terry a better, or sorry, Pigwin a better strike at it. So, let's see, grapple strength versus strength. Okay, that wasn't great. Hopefully, it doesn't do better. Oh, so the werewolf just kind of bats the armor away. Izik is up. Izik runs over though and is going to attack the one that is grappled by Stumbleduck, because he's going to have advantage on that swing. It's going to hit for that one. Hits on the second one, so he does 30 damage to that one.
Oof.
Right, werewolves are up again, so
Finally.
All right, so this one is going to try to break free of the grapple it's got here from Stumbleduck. So Stumbleduck.
I guidance the werewolf.
You can do this. Even with the guidance, it wouldn't do it. So, all
right. On, bro.
So Stumbleduck is still just holding him, riding him like he's on a rodeo thing, going back there, just kind of flying around his back, kind of grappling his around the throat. As Izik is done that, and then so this one over here is going to fight the armor that just came up on him. He's not aware that the armor is magic, just thinks there might be somebody in it, so he's going to attack that. Swings of the claws. It's gonna miss. And that's gonna miss, scraping that armor. So the other one is going to attack you, Baralak.
Okay. More than likely going to hit.
You're surrounded by werewolves. How have I not been hit yet?
Only on one of them. He got a dirty 20 on one, so 7 damage.
That is surprising.
The other one was only a 6, so.
That is surprising, because an AC of 10 is not very good.
Yeah. You did low, so. Alright, so 7 more slashing damage to you. But it is your turn.
All right, I'm going to lightning bolt the one in front of me again. So he needs to make another DC 15 Dex.
All right, he did not make that one, so he's going to take full damage.
So 19 damage.
All right, big bolt of lightning strikes him. All right, see a lot of his fur is now singed or burning. Okay.
Yep, and that's the entirety of my turn.
All right. So Stumbleduck, who has his arms around this one's neck, is going to try to grab the lower part of this werewolf's jaw, and he's going to try to use his strength to break his jaw so he can't bite him.
Oh, come! You hate me, Alex.
Tried to bite you.
I'm just doing what the characters would do. They don't know that your secret plan is to be bitten by one of these things.
No, I'm just convinced you, the DM, hates me. That's what I'm convinced of.
He tried to bite you, but your AC was too good.
Yeah.
I said ignore it. You can do the whole ignore thing. You're allowed to do that.
No, that wouldn't be fair to the rules. Trying to play the game here, you know.
I'm letting you attack me. Fuck the rules.
All right. Okay. Let's see. He probably can't. He's probably not going to break the jaw of this thing anyway. So.
All right. Too out of character to take my armor off.
Okay. So no, he didn't break the jaw of this thing. All right. But all right. Pigwin, you're up.
Hey, I've still got. I'm in the back, right?
Yeah, you're back here.
Okay. So, rapier
Mm-hmm.
for 21
Mm-hmm.
and 13.
Mm-hmm.
Does the 13 hit?
13 is going to hit. Yes. They're not wearing any armor.
17 damage.
17. All right. Zach, you're up.
Okay, so I can't run away to the other one because I can't give him an opportunity attack because the other guy's grabbing him, right?
Well, he's busy. He's grappled, so he wouldn't get an opportunity attack. But yeah, you could go if you want to.
No, I want the opportunity attack.
No, he wouldn't have an opportunity attack. He's busy being grappled by Stumbleduck.
Fuck it. If I prolong this anymore, it's gonna seem suspicious. I'm just gonna attack him, I guess. Why are my buttons not working on the app? Sorry about that. Just give me 1 second.
No problem.
I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know. It's because I have an Android, but come on, load quicker, damn it. Okay, there we go. Oh no, I got an 11. Does that hit?
No, it doesn't. Or no, it does hit. Actually,
What?
it does hit. Yes, it does hit.
You're lying. I know you're lying.
No,
now
I'm not.
Lying.
I am not lying. I am not lying. And I will prove it to you. I will prove it to you.
I take your word for it. I'm just bitter. Fine. I do 12 damage.
Oh wait, no. I'm sorry. I was looking at the humanoid form. No, it does not hit.
Oh no, what a shame. I tried to take down this werewolf, but I couldn't because he's so powerful. Oh, it sucks to be me. Just have him attack me already, and I'll just get the shit over with.
I'm trying to get him to attack. He tried to attack you once.
No, you're not.
Even if he hits you, you still. I think there's a Constitution save for the curse.
I'm allowed to choose to feel that. I know I am. I've done a little research on this subject.
So Rictavio sees that you guys pretty much have that one handled. So he goes over to help out Barrelak.
Thank you, Master.
So he makes his way over to help Barrelak and is going to attack that one. Sword cane twice. First one misses.
So hard to be attacked by a werewolf.
Second one misses. Okay, so he missed that, unfortunately. But Izik is up. and Izik has a powerful swing, and that he's going to get advantage because he's being grappled. Yep, that's going to hit. And that's going to hit. So that werewolf unfortunately dies.
Oh,
Game. Put my neck in his mouth. Come on. You don't you?
Doesn't say anything that you can't contract lycanthropy by putting your arm in its mouth and making it bite you after it's dead. So
Yeah, but if one of my companions saw me doing that, they'd probably think I'm a spy for Strahd and try to kill me. So I'm not gonna do that. It will drink his blood for science.
So as he goes falling to the ground, Stumbleduck's on top of him and just lets him go. Kind of stands up and kind of spits on him. All right. And let's see, the other wolf is going to attack. He's going to continue attacking armor. Miss. And it's going to hit. So he does a slash to the armor. It's a little slash, 7 damage. A little more piece of the armor. Armor's been hit a few times, so it's kind of starting to look dinked up. All right, and then the one that over here, he turns his attention to Van Richten, and is going to take a couple slash. He's going to go in for a bite on Van Richten this time.
No,
but
my bite.
All right, Vallaki, you're up.
I'm going to lightning bolt the same one again.
Okay.
And it's another DC 15 dex. 9 damage on a... Yeah, so 9 damage with this. And that's my turn.
Okay. Right. Stumbleduck looks at you, Zach, and says, "You're welcome for keeping him off of you." And then he just runs over to the other guy.
Yeah, thanks.
And he's going to try to do that amazing jump again and see if he can grapple him again. Let's see if he does it this time. But nope, he jumps a little wide and does his leap, but goes flying over as the thing ducks out of his way and lands on the other side. The dirt. All right. Next up is Pigwin.
Okay, so hit with my rapier for an 11.
That's gonna miss.
12.
12 does hit.
Ooh. 12 damage.
Right, so that rapier slices another piece into it. Zach is up.
I think I would like to go as the werewolf that's currently fighting Pigwin in the armor.
Okay.
It's right in front of him, just as close to his mouth as possible, please.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Then I would like to, do a. Is anybody around me? Is Pigwin? Are you hurt? Right? Anything at all?
Just 7 points.
I'll use. So graciously use. The fuck is it? Why is it not under spells? That's weird. Your actions. Yes, I will heal you for 7 points because I'm such a generous person.
Are you hurt? Well, I have a stub toe. Well, let me heal that toe.
But I'm just going to heal that toe.
But we're fighting a werewolf.
Could use it to kick him.
You have a stub toe, and we're going to deal with it.
You need. It's a werewolf. You need literally everything in your arsenal. I shall heal you. No need for thanks. And that is it.
All right.
I have not been attacked yet. This makes 0 sense. Literally 4 or 5 of them, and I have not been attacked once. Something's going on here.
All right. Rictavio is going to do his strikes. Sword cane. 6 is going to miss, and the second one will hit for 4 slashing. Isaac will run towards this one. Help take it down. If Isaac wasn't here, this battle would be much harder for you. He's doing a lot of the damage.
Hitting like a truck.
Yep, he is.
Oh, I should use my bonus action to taunt him. Fuck.
He's gonna take. He's taking that one down. All right, 30 damage to that one. That one's down.
Oh.
All right. Okay. So, seeing a new contender come up, this one reaches forward to snap at you with its jaws.
Come on.
And the roll says...
I allow it. It's fine. I allow it. I allow it. It's fine.
What the hell, it hit.
Yes! Finally! Earned it. It might not even work, but it feels good coming this far.
Alright, so you're going to take 6 piercing damage. Now, you have to roll your Constitution saving throw where the rest of us can see it.
I'm allowed to... I can choose to fail it, though, right? I'm allowed to do that. It's 6, right? Damage?
It's 6, yeah.
Okay, gotcha. I choose to fail it. Go back.
Is that what you would do, or what your character would do?
Yeah, you can't really... Yeah, you can't... That's what I would do, but you can't really, like... Actually,
But let the game be the fates. Roll the die.
What number do I need to beat?
I'm not telling you that.
That's fair enough, actually. I got +5 to con, man. Come on. Fuck. Come on, man. I don't want 21. I hate this game.
There will be more werewolves in your future, my friend. It's okay.
Yeah, I can't. Whatever.
There are more werewolves in your future.
Am I really not allowed to choose to fail it? I figured I would be allowed to.
I don't... That's a good question.
I'm looking it up. It doesn't... The forums seem to say you can't choose to fail it.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think you can tell your body not to let it poison affect you. Or whatever, disease and all that stuff.
Yeah, but like...
Like, you can choose to fail a dexterity saving throw or a strength saving throw. But Constitution, that's like your body's reaction to something. Ability to digest and
I hate when you make sense. Alright.
At least it hit you this time.
It's the fate of the game. It just said it wasn't your time, Zach. Wasn't your time. Alright, Vallaki. You're up.
Alright. I am going to Lightning Bolt the last living one. It's again a Dex 15.
Okay, Dex 15.
Yep. And 12 if he fails, 6 if he succeeds.
Okay, he takes 12. He is very hurt, but not quite dead.
And that's the end of my turn.
Alright, so Stumbleduck pulls himself up out of the dirt, kind of dusts off his legs, and starts making his way around to attack this other one. Runs up to it, but can't do it. This is dash to get. Alright. Back to Pigwin.
Gwen.
Mm-hmm.
15 with my rapier.
That's gonna hit.
Another 15 with the rapier.
Right.
Ooh. Ooh. Dang it. 17.
Okay, with a couple quick slashes, you carve a P in the wolf's chest, and the wolf goes down. I don't even need you to.
What would
roll
happen if I
damage.
got?
I don't think it's gonna matter on that. What would happen if what?
What would happen if I got the blood on my skin? Would that work?
I'm guessing it's in the saliva because it only happens if it bites you.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, but I can also get it by being scratched, though, right?
How about this? You're
I can
sorry.
also get it by like being scratched, though, right? Or is it just a bite?
It's just in the bite. It says nothing about the scratch.
Okay. Right.
What if you're trying to remove a tooth for a trophy and you like slip?
That's smart, actually. That's a great idea. Thank you. Man, look at you with the big brain. I never would have thought of that.
Because it fits your character.
It does.
It
I
also
am
gets what you
a
want.
monster hunter. Oh, you're a genius. I fucking love you.
You're gonna have to roll a Constitution saving throw on each of those, though.
There's like five werewolves. Don't they have like multiple teeth?
Now, yeah, we need some
Okay.
werewolf anatomy. How many teeth per werewolf?
Exactly. I can do this all. Let's do this.
I would imagine they have dog teeth, so we're talking about 4 canines each. 8.
Okay. So that's 8 con saves per werewolf. I'm sure I'll fail one at least.
8 con saves per altogether. Well, so no, there's 4 in each. So actually, it's 16, right? 4.
Okay.
4.
Okay.
I googled how many teeth do dogs have. 42.
42.
I think I'll just start with the 8, but I will do that if necessary. Actually, I won't because I don't want to drag this on too long.
I mean,
I'm gonna say somewhere in the 42, unless. Although I really would like to play it out and see it, and to see if the gods are just against you on this.
I would be curious as well.
I mean, so I would think that it would kind of be like a vampire, that it would only be in the canines.
I would think so too.
So that
Yeah,
would only be
16
chances.
Okay, one of them is 12. Does that work
No.
so far? Okay.
Nope.
Keep going.
That's 2.
This would be 14. No. Okay. Hold up. 23. All right.
That's
Hold
4.
up.
5.
And stop with the 20s. 10.
Okay, so with that one, you finally catch some lycanthropy there. The human part of you does catch lycanthropy.
Finally, where are all these 20s when I actually want them? Fuck.
Now, the next question, do you embrace it or not? Because if you embrace it, your alignment changes.
I'm not sure how. Do you like just embrace it? Is it something you fight against? I'm not
So
entirely sure how it works.
yeah, let me pull that up here real quick. There is some behind that lycanthropy. D&D 5e. Let's talk about this since this.
I was really curious about doing the 46 times because I keep getting 20s, and then even when I got like a 13, even when I got a 12, I was just like, no, that doesn't work. I was like, seriously, 12? I have a +5 to con. I'm never going to do this.
So a lycanthrope can either resist its curse or embrace it. By resisting the curse, the lycanthrope retains its normal alignment and personality while in humanoid form. It lives its life as it always has, burying deep the bestial urges raging inside it. However, when the full moon rises, the curse becomes too strong to resist, transforming the individual into beast form, or into a horrible hybrid that combines animal and human traits. So what I'm assuming from that, it doesn't say this, but what I'm assuming from that is you don't have any control of that beast form, because you've resisted it and haven't actually embraced it. When the moon wanes, the beast within can be controlled once again. Especially if the cursed creature is unaware of its condition, it might not remember the events of the transformation, though its memories often haunt a lycanthrope as bloody dreams. A natural-born lycanthrope can instinctively control the curse. Some individuals see little point in fighting the curse and accept what they are. With the time and experience, they learn to master their shape-shifting ability and consume beast form or hybrid form at will. Most lycanthrope can embrace their bestial nature, succumbs to bloodlust, becoming evil, opportunistic creatures that prey on the weak. Assuming that because you are a paladin, you're going to try to oppose this, unless you don't care about being a paladin anymore and want to become an Oathbreaker.
Ooh, that's interesting. So if I choose to embrace it, my alignment would change from good to evil permanently?
Correct. Well, until you have a way to change your alignment back somehow.
And what is my let me check. What are my I'm pretty sure I'm like good.
Lawful good. Paladins
Lawful
are
good.
always lawful good.
So that would
Unless
make
you're
me
an
lawful
Oathbreaker.
evil. If I'm lawful evil, does that what does that mean exactly? Like I follow the law, but I find like
So-
loopholes to do bad things.
Well, okay, so lawful evil is they have evil desires, but they follow a code.
I already have
So-
evil desires from Dampier. Nice.
Think of Thanos. Thanos would be
Right,
a
right.
lawful evil character. He follows a code. Everybody else may disagree with that code, think it's an evil code to follow, but he
Oh,
follows
okay.
a code.
Gotcha. I guess I can make my character like wait, what's the word for it? Like more
A chaotic evil
merciless
character would be more
towards
like the
enemies.
Joker, just does whatever the fuck he wants to do.
That's
Heck with
cool.
the consequence.
So it was that, and what was the other thing you were saying
What's that?
about being an Oathbreaker?
So
Oathbreaker.
an Oathbreaker. So an Oathbreaker paladin is one that has turned his back on his oath that he made with his god, and he becomes basically the anti-paladin. They still can use certain kind of spells, but it's like if all your spells change. I think you can actually change that. It's my Oathbreaker stuff.
You change my alignment by embracing it. Is it a definite fact that I will become an Oathbreaker, or is that two different separate things?
I would assume you would become an Oathbreaker because that takes you out of the lawful good, and your oath that you made with your deity is to always do the right thing, always to be. That's kind of like the Paladin's code is to follow the law and do the moral thing at all times. That's
Yeah, because I'm just trying to think of a loophole because my oath is the oath of redemption, basically like help others. But maybe like a loophole I can find about helping others is like when somebody asks me like, "Hey, go kill this person because this person is evil." I guess normal person would be like, "Oh, hey, we don't have to fight, because like." Instead, my character just be like, "No, I'm gonna fucking destroy you because you are evil." Simple as that. Maybe it's a loophole I can exploit to retain my filthiness. If that makes any sense.
Well, let's just put it this way. You don't have to necessarily make this decision at the moment because it doesn't go into effect until the next full moon anyways. So
Okay, got time to think about it. Nice.
Yeah. So we can research this offline whether or not you want to be an Oathbreaker or not. It's not something you have to
Not all Oathbreakers are necessarily evil, because I assume a paladin can take a
No.
evil
They're not all
oath, like,
evil. Some of them just
yeah.
give up being paladins, and so
Yeah.
they walk away from that lifestyle, and because of that, they're considered
Yeah.
Oathbreakers. So it's not necessarily that an Oathbreaker is an evil thing, but
Yeah, because an oath of conquest, an evil person can become a good person. They can mature and break their oaths are no longer evil. So now they're technically an Oathbreaker, and I'm not sure if Oathbreaker has evil powers or not.
now a paladin that does go evil can eventually turn into a Death Knight.
That's badass.
An
How does every
undead-
character make end up evil? Fuck.
an undead creature.
All right, I'll tell you what. Yeah, I'll hold off on making a decision, and then when the session ends, I'll do some research, and then I don't know when the next full moon's going to be in game, but I'll definitely let you know before then.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say right now is the full moon because these werewolves are out kind of doing their hunt. So you have another cycle of what? 7 days, 28 days, something like that. I'll
Gotcha.
just say 28 days.
I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to take up so much time with this. I didn't know.
Yeah.
No, I probably should have researched it, but you know what I mean.
Entertaining.
Well, thank you.
Mhm.
I think.
Jack, it is nothing but entertaining, so it's totally fine.
It's some good one thing.
So
And you're no werewolf.
you
Awesome.
see that Izek starts while you're kind of pulling teeth. You see Izek is kind of skinning these werewolves. Gonna take back the hides. Werewolf.
Nicked me. Fuck. I'm trying to hide that. I'm just gonna hide that. I'm sure nothing bad happened to that. Anyway, guys. Great fight.
Drag the bodies off to the side of the road. You go back to after a little bit. You go back to everybody goes back to rest, and you go back to watching out for any other werewolves. All the while contemplating what it might mean to be bitten by a werewolf.
I'll just
I'm just
casually
thinking to myself.
cast curse on Zach.
I'm just thinking to myself. Well, being a werewolf has evil powers, but then again, I'm already a dampier, and I do have like evil tendencies. But power itself isn't necessarily good or evil. It
Van
could be
Richten
used
walks
for
up to you and
whatever.
says, I saw that werewolf was snapping at you. Want me to cast greater restoration on you just in case?
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm perfectly Actually, hang on. Let me check. Just let me put my arms around my entire body, looking for script. No, I got full health, full HP. I mean,
All right.
I'm
Oh,
perfectly
if you reconsider, I'm just over here. I'm always just
appreciate it.
over here.
I
Perfectly
would
fine,
die.
thank you.
I would die laughing if he did that while he was sleeping, so that
So
just to be
close.
a nice.
You did. That would be the biggest dick move ever. I'm just like growling. I'm just growling in my sleep, and he's like, "Yeah, this guy is not okay. Greater restoration." Like, you motherfucker.
That's like you healing the stub toe.
Hey, stub toes are very painful. Okay, I know personally many times because I cannot walk.
Funny.
All right.
Shit happens.
So the next morning, you guys pack up all your stuff. The werewolves have been kind of piled. What's left of them after they've been skinned have been piled over a side, and it's kind of lit them on fire and burned their bodies. And you guys head back onto the road, heading south.
The road again.
Yep. The smoke has now completely there's still a little bit of smoke coming from the west over here, but not nearly as much as was when you had seen it the other day. Along the road back to Vallaki, little bit at a time, making just a brief stop for lunch to kind of like have some rations, and then continuing on your way.
So, like, while I'm traveling, do I have any like? I'm bitten. Do I have any symptoms? Am I like sweating profusely sometimes, or
Too
do I
early
just
to
like
tell.
appear?
Too early to tell.
Gotcha.
We were gonna part ways with him and go to Krezik while he finished the journey, right?
That's up to you.
Um, yeah, I seem to recall that was the plan.
That
as
that
long
was
as
what you had mentioned to Velakovich, but that is up to you whether you decide to go back or go back and ensure you get your share of the treasure.
what do you guys want to do? Because we still have to drop off that wedding dress, and we're kind of at a good junction to do that.
Oh yeah, if that's on the way, then yeah, we just pop over and be like, "You're quite welcome." You know, I like helping people.
Izek says, I don't think that's gonna be a good idea. You guys lost me my 2 guards, and I don't want to take all of this treasure by myself. I think you should come back and honor
Yeah, fair point.
bargain.
I was thinking about that.
All right. I'm not one to argue with Big Swinger Isaac.
Okay. All right, so you guys start heading down the main road. As you start getting within the distance to seeing the town of Vallaki, you see more smoke ominously rising from town itself.
Oh no.
As you approach, you can definitely see that something is wrong. There's definitely smoke billowing beyond the walls. Let's get a change over that. Okay. As you guys come into the gate, up to the gate, you see that the guards are kind of waving to Izik and uh, waving him down. He kind of jumps off the cart and kind of goes up to find out what's going on. Um, Kind of like having you guys kind of get on the cart and continue driving it into town. He makes a brief talk with the guards before they open the gate, and he comes back to the thing. We need to head straight to the Burgomaster's. There's been a development. Seems the town was attacked.
Uh-oh.
So, as you enter, you see the streets, unlike normally with all of the people about doing their all is well kind of facade. You see that this town looks very bleak, just kind of like Barovia, the village of Barovia did. Even though the houses are in better condition, it looks very bleak and desolate, kind of like that. And as you go through, you see there are freshly burnt houses, some still smoldering and little fires burning inside of them. Every once in a while, you'll see some shadowy figures moving off and around in the background. Some of them dressed in cloaks or in kind of like robes and stuff as they disappear behind the everything. As you go along, you also kind of remember some of your talk with Miss Wachter about an uprising or attempt to take over the town, and you start to wonder if there was something along those lines that happened, or if this is something else. Streets are pretty much deserted as you make your way through. A few of the guards are helping to escort you all the way to the Burgomaster's house. As you come up to the Burgomaster's house, you see that the windows are all kind of boarded up, have been freshly boarded up. And there's just very much a somber air as the horse comes up to that mansion.
Uh-oh.
As you kind of are making your way there too, Rictavio tells you that he will meet you back at the Blue Water Inn, and he takes the armor with him and heads off back to the Blue Water. Izik. So Izik and his guards kind of take the cart around the back, and he instructs you to go meet with the Burgomaster. He'll be in a second to talk with him. Well, so as you guys kind of go up to the door and knock on the door, the same woman who had greeted you before opens the door, and she's got this kind of very somber look on your face. Oh, you've returned. The master is waiting for you in his study, and she kind of leads you to his study here.
Can't be worried his dogs were killed.
inside the you see the Burgomaster in his chair like he was the last time you saw him, but now he's kind of slumped down and he's very despondent looking, and he's rubbing the head of one of the mastiffs. You notice he only has one mastiff with him. The mastiff itself looks like it may have been in an attack or in a fight, and it's nursing a wound on its leg as he's kind of petting it. And she says, Master Vallaki, they have returned. And he looks up at her and he just kind of waves her out the door and then goes back to petting his dog as you guys enter.
We've returned with the treasure that you sought.
Yes, treasure. Very good, very good.
Might we ask what's happened here in our absence?
Yes, you may ask that. While you were gone, we went ahead with our daily lives. Went ahead with the Festival of the Blazing Sun. Now you may have remember me telling you about it. Where we would go into the town and set upon fire the wicker effigy of Strahd. Perhaps you remember.
Absolutely.
Well, that was yesterday when that happened. We all met first thing in the morning to do that, and everything was going great. We proceeded into the marketplace. They had set up the effigy and set up a stage for us to burn this on. And when I got to the stage and was prepared to light it a fire, everything seemed so happy. All was well. And he does a very weak W sign with his finger. And he's kind of like, almost like he's, for a moment, kind of reminiscing about it. And then his eyes kind of glaze over again. And then I heard a cackle. Laugh. So thunderous. And I heard then screams as some vampires, spawn of the devil itself, tore through the crowd. I saw Strahd himself standing there, next to his effigy, seemingly enjoying it, running his hands along it as though he was proud of it. I did not know it was Strahd at first, though. It was... His visage was familiar to me, but not who I had known him as before. He was this other man named Vasily von Holtz. I asked, Vasily, what are you doing here? And he turned, and I could see then his fangs that I had never seen before. I could see him for who he truly was. Horror, that is, his smile turned to evil and hatred. And he ordered his vampires to kill the people. From the crowd itself, there were members of our own society, of our own Vallaki. They were wearing robes, and they attacked the others, and they set things ablaze, and my dear wife, they took my dear wife, and my dogs, my faithful dogs, went to help and went to attack Strahd, but he broke one of their necks, tossed it aside like it was nothing. My gods, they fought my way back here, and I have been held up here ever since. I haven't been outside since yesterday. My wife, their body, is in the other room. I haven't gone out to bury her yet.
Jesus Christ.
Terrible.
At this time, you kind of see Izek kind of coming in, just as he's talking about that, and you see him kind of look up, and you see Izek come over and kind of like do a knee down in front of him, and you see the Vlakovich kind of put his hand on Izek's head. Oh, Izek, you're like the son that I've always wanted. You've been loyal and kind and all, especially loyal. I don't know what to do anymore. There are rumors that I'm no longer burgomaster, that there's another that has taken control of the town. I don't know what to do. I don't even know if the gold that we got matters anymore.
If it doesn't matter, we're happy to take it off your hands.
for that split second, you see him kind of like off in his own world, and then you see his face harden, and then he kind of looks up at you. What? And then you see him kind of grow suspicious. This this happened because you took my best man, Isaac, away. Everything was good until we went on this mission.
On
You
a
see him
meta side,
start to rise from his seat as he starts to put together pieces in his mind of theories of what could possibly be happening here as his eyes start to darken as he stares at you.
I thought he sent Isaac with us. Keep us in line.
You can tell he's obviously not thinking straight.
Gotcha.
Hey,
Okay.
I want to try something.
Yeah.
I think it will fit. I think it'll fit within my character. Can I I'm not sure how relevant stance are in the D&D world. I would like to try and like just kind of like remove my weapon and lay on the ground and kind of like get on my knees and my hands and kind of like just like bow to him and just like plead forgiveness and how this is my fault. I'm so sorry, but I know I cannot make up for the lives that have been lost. I promise you, I can extract revenge from those who took it.
What do you mean it's your fault?
You just said yourself, if we didn't take a person away, this never would have happened. If that is true, and that is us
Oh.
to blame. If that is our fault, then we have no choice but to. What's the word I'm looking for? We have no choice but to recommend that mistake.
You're following in Jack's footprints, Zach. Getting us into trouble.
Hey, like I said, yeah, I'm just trying to, make him feel better.
He
By saying I'll
kind of
kill
comes
Strahd.
up to you and is like, "You weren't here before. Where did you come from? Where's the fourth one of you that I sent?"
If you were
He
talking about
turns.
my eldest brother, he was killed. I arrived at the temple, hoping I could save him before that fate. Again, I was too late.
He kind of puts his hand on your chin and lifts you up and kind of examines your face. Drawn cheeks, pale skin, and then he kind of pushes your lip up with his finger. And fangs? And he steps back. You're one of them.
Happy.
Isaac, did you know? Isaac shakes his head. What is the meaning of this?
I don't know what the meaning of this is. We simply helped us when we were in a bind in the Amber Temple. Came upon him by accident, really.
Isaac, take these people into custody.
Oh
You see
no.
Isaac kind of grab his axe. For a moment you see him kind of like, because he can clearly see that the Vallaki is kind of out of it with anger and rage and despair. He knows that you guys aren't responsible because he's been with you the entire time. But at the same time, he's got the duty that going through his mind, and so he steps forward. Please, let me take you into custody. We will work this out.
Not yet. Me
Isn't it?
in the custody, that's perfectly fine. However, before that, I must kill Strahd.
How do I not know? How do I know you are not working with Strahd?
How do you want me to prove it?
Let's see. Do any of you have a radiant light magic?
No, not.
Hmm.
Do not have daylight. But wouldn't
If
just
it makes
regular daylight work?
Well,
I don't think we can get that here.
outside, the clouds are kind of covering it all, so it doesn't hurt as much as like
What
in
if
daylight.
what if I say, if it makes you feel any better, I have taken upon an oath as a paladin to protect the weak and the good from the evil.
So he kind of pushes Isaac out of the way, and he says, "Show me your oath." And so you have like a medallion that is from your oath that you have.
Okay.
And
What's the sun god's name again?
their sun god is Morning Lord.
Morning Lord. Okay, right. Thank you. And I say, I have taken upon an oath of the Morning Lord, help bring light back into this dark realm.
So he looks at you, and then he sees your oath medallion, and kind of like his mind starts working again. Yes, yes, I can see it now. Of the same kind as Strahd, but of the righteous sort, of the Morning Lord sort. Yes, who have been sent by the Morning Lord to bring down Strahd by his own evil devices. Yes, I can see this. The Morning Lord has sent me another sign. All is well again. All will be well again within Vallaki. I will retake this city. I will use the money to rebuild it that we have just acquired. You, of course, will still get your cuts. Valakovich will be whole once more. I will reclaim my city, Isaac. There is no time now to mourn my dear dead wife or my lost pug or lost mastiff. My poor Hammerstein.
A person.
Roger, we will take my remaining mastiff Roger here after he gets better, and we will take back this city. Please, please, if you have no place to stay at the moment, please, I have rooms available. You would like to stay here, or I am happy to pay for any room in the city that you need for your base, but tell me what you need in order to take the fight to Strahd.
Uh,
My
might
character
not
wouldn't
believe-
know because I wasn't there.
You've already done plenty by giving us the wedding dress. It might not sound like a critical component, but it's certainly one step in the road to getting rid of Strahd.
Ah, yes. Then let me give you your share of this fine treasure that you have risked your lives for.
Excellent.
So let me do some quick calculations on that.
Sure.
I accept with grace.
Let's come back. So we had a lot of coins. So so 12,000 silver pieces. That's about 1,200 gold. 17. 30. So it looks like you got about 6,000 gold altogether, kind of converted. Not no, that's the takeaway for all of it together. So he's going to give you a third of that, or a fourth of that, a fourth of that. So, and then you have to split that amongst yourselves. So, So 1,500 that you guys can split amongst each other. So the four of you.
What's 1,500 divided by 4?
Do that real quick. 375 apiece.
Nice.
There we go. Big money.
Big money.
Stumbled this money here.
More than
I'll
double
say
my gold.
money.
Okay. All right. So after you guys he gives you your guys' gold from that. Then he bids you all adieu, as he's going to use Izek to retake the town. And yeah. So Izek tells you on your way out what he's learned from his guards. There seems to be so those people that you guys kind of saw sneaking about in the shadows. There are some masked and hooded individuals, kind of attacking people and kind of grabbing people and snatching people and other stuff like that out there. So yeah, there seems to be an uprising in different parts of the city. So just be careful, is what he says. Watch your backs.
Gotcha.
Don't think we're gonna stay in the city for long.
Now, guys, I think. Oh,
So
sorry.
you made it here about just before the evening. It's going to go down. The sun's getting ready to go down in the next hour. You can stay at the inn if you want to, or head out.
Yeah, I think. What did you guys think? I think staying at the inn is probably the better place.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, actually.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll say you just make a beeline straight for the Water Inn.
Where's our two favorite buddies at?
Oh yeah, yeah. Wachter Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the Walter brothers. Please don't tell me they were killing the uprising. I couldn't bear that. Oh, hey, it's me. Or was me.
Was you? Mm-hmm.
Was me. Me versus Strahd and other me, but my friends. Oh no.
Okay, so when you make it back to come to the Blue Water Inn, you see that it's there's some spots on the roof where maybe a fire was started, but then they was put out quickly. So it's got a few like scorch marks and stuff on it, but otherwise it seems to be pretty well kind of like watched out for. And as you approach,
That meme, everything is fine.
What's up?
That meme where everything's on fire and the guy's in the middle, just like everything is fine.
Yeah, the dog.
So
the dog.
as you come approaching, you see the two wolf hunting guys coming out the door with their weapons raised, just to see who is here. They kind of rushing out to see. Oh, it's you. Come in. You're expected.
Oh,
Ooh.
foreboding.
Well, so they usher you inside. You see that the Blue Water Inn itself too has had some of the some windows boarded up for protection and stuff like that. You see that inside some of the some of the chairs and tables have been kind of broken a little bit, and so you see them come back inside and they're kind of like they take a seat at these two outside chairs and kind of watching the door and everything. You also see Van Richten is here. You do see the two boys over here drinking away on the side over here. See. No.
Magic.
So he's sitting in his normal spot, but he doesn't have his crowd that he normally has. Most of the place is pretty dead. There's not a whole lot of people here at the moment. And you see, of course, Danica is behind the thing, and she looks relieved to see you. The two boys are over here. Instead of being their normal bolsterous self, they're kind of just sitting on the two like kind of like far spots over there, kind of just hunkered down, drinking their wine very slowly and talking quietly to themselves. Danica brings you over. She says, "Oh, it's so good to see you. Lots happened in the past 24 hours. Suppose you've heard about it."
We've got the gist of things.
Yes.
Quite an eye opener for me. Yes.
My husband Erwin would be glad to hear about it. Hear that you're here, made it back safely. So she goes and comes back, and a few seconds later, Erwin comes out, rubbing, his clothes with some stuff that he's been preparing in the back. Yes, it's so good to see you, friends. I would embrace you, but I'm quite dirty. And he kind of, like, breaks some more stuff off of him. How was your quest?
Went well. We found much treasure.
I've heard. Van Richten made it a little while back ago, or he kind of like sees him over there and gives him a small wave. Yes, it's been quite hectic here. As you've heard, there was an attack yesterday during the Festival of the Blazing Sun, and it seems Lady Wachter has finally made her move against the Burgomaster. That attack was enough to rally a bunch of her supporters and a few more of the people to her side. She'd already been recruiting into her own secret kind of club for some time. That we've been keeping an eye on that, you see, but didn't know how bad it had gotten. The civilians that still were loyal to the Burgomaster, well, they've been disappearing here and there, to being abducted. Not sure where they're being taken, you see. Can't be good wherever it is.
Oh my. Quite the predicament.
Indeed.
Where do you guys lie on your alignments?
Well, we are for any of the free peoples of Barovia. We are opposers of Strahd for sure. I think the time has come to, and you notice that there are a few extra people in here, but they're not people you recognize, but they seem to be wearing kind of hunting clothes, kind of like the two hunter guys. But you also notice that they have kind of like feathers in their hair, raven feathers in their hair, and a few other things about them that kind of makes them look like they're from wilderness type people. And you notice that they make strange movements, as though they kind of cock their head a little bit, kind of like a bird would, every once in a while, or make weird kind of movements. And he says, "Come with me for a second," because he kind of looks over and sees the two Wachter boys sitting there. "Come with me for a minute. I want to share something with you."
Absolutely.
He brings you into the kitchen here.
What's that noise?
Oh, that might have been me. I was clipping my nail.
No, I wasn't annoyed. I was just curious.
So as you come into this room, and the last of you kind of come into this area, and the door is closed, you see Danica kind of come in and close the door as well. and you see Erwin kind of make sure that it kind of gives her a nod to make sure she's closed it good. He says, "It's about time we let you in on something here. My father and us all of the Markovs and have been living in this land since before Strahd came with his armies and before he was turned to darkness. And before this land was taken from its normal realm and put in with the shadow realm that it is in now. We are a long members of a family of were-ravens."
I see. I
Didn't
see.
know that was a rare type.
Yes, yes, yes. Were-ravens are by nature good folk. We enjoy freedom and all things good. But yes, we have been silently behind the lines fighting against Strahd ever since he became to this land and became evil. Ever since Argynvost, the previous lord of this land, was ousted, destroyed, and Strahd laid waste to it and to his home and basically conquered this land. We've been fighting in secret, using our raven forms to you know scout out the land and take messages to people and kind of do an underground move essentially. We put our claws in Straw's machinations for some time, but the winery was our biggest one, of course, is to keep the people happy, as Strahd wants the land to be in as much despair as he is in. So we use the winery as a way to keep the land happy. Of course, he never liked that idea, and so he had his druids constantly harass us there when we were able to keep them at bay. But unfortunately, ever since you guys left, I haven't heard word from the winery. We haven't received a delivery from my brothers in some time.
Uh-oh.
Afraid something has gone down there, and I fear the worst. I fear the druids may have done what they have promised to do for some time.
I'm sure we can take a look into that as well, if the party agrees.
We would very much appreciate that. We'll send out some of our own people there to meet you and help you if they can. But honestly, at this point, the only way we're going to get things better at this point is to take down Strahd for good. So both Danica and I have agreed that we are here for your support in any way that we can be. Anything that we can do to help you in your quest to take down Strahd, if that is your goal. Help you with that.
Do we actually know of any methods besides direct combat, which at this point will be suicidal, we can use to take this bastard down?
We got the readings from Madame Eva. The
Oh,
the,
I
the
didn't know
thing.
about that.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking in character.
Yeah, my bad. I use the same voice because I'm not good with other voices, so that's
That's
my
fine.
bad.
Just
Yeah,
say in
okay.
character.
All right, my bad. Yeah, it's like in character. I'm just like, yeah, I got no idea about any of this.
So they would have
You feel me, please?
updated you on kind of what's been happening.
Nice. Okay, gotcha. Okay, yeah. So,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, I wonder. I asked if they'd be able to bring the wedding dress to what was the guy's name? The Duke? No,
The abbot?
uh, the Abbot. Yeah, to save us from having to go all the way over there.
We can absolutely do that. Absolutely.
Oh, excellent. Make sure he knows it's coming from us. We don't want him on our bad side. We don't want to get on his bad side.
Absolutely.
Do you guys have anything else to ask the Were Ravens? But I mean, seems pretty straightforward to me.
We'll send out scouts ahead of you to see if we can find out what has happened at the winery and see if we can find what has happened to my family. If you can help escort them back here, that would be... If the winery has fallen, I want my father and his family to come with us, live with us. We'll make do with what we can, even if we don't have the wine anymore.
Absolutely, we can certainly do that.
Excellent, excellent. Well,
Right.
I'm sure you're tired. Your rooms are, of course, there for you as well. Tonight is going to be probably another bumpy one, as it was last night. We will lock the place up tight and make sure that no one can get in. My wolf hunter friends out there have devoted themselves to keeping this place locked up and free for people that want to take safe haven in here.
Excellent. Appreciate it.
Good. It'd be horrible if any werewolves got in here.
Hmm.
If there were any werewolves in here, we would know. We have keen senses with them, of them. We have smelt them for centuries. In fact, we know where their den is at. Their den is across the lake from that old wizard tower to the west of here.
Really? Do they
Yeah.
pose any current threat?
Not entirely, no. I've heard there are whispers on the wind that Strahd has taken the leader of the werewolves, and so he is using the werewolf leader as hostage in order to get the werewolves to do as he wishes, but I can't confirm that.
Interesting. Hey, it's been one hell of a day.
Indeed.
Fair enough. Well, we'll take our leave and our rest and head out first thing in the morning.
Okay.
We all head back to the room.
Yep. That's what you guys want to do. Head back to the room or talk to anybody else.
I want to talk to the party, but I'll wait for that until we get back into the room.
Okay. Right.
Okay over there, my guy?
Oh yeah, just lingering cough.
Gotcha.
Okay, so you guys make your way back up to the room and hang out in up there. Okay.
Comfortable beds, yay. Oh my god. Guys, I've been thinking I might have been wrong about something. I originally took the oath of redemption because I thought if I could find redemption, anybody could. But these fuckers are merciless. Maybe it's impossible for some people to find redemption, and all you can do is stop them. I don't know.
Who are you referring to? You're referring to Strahd?
Strahd, yeah, and not just Strahd. The chaos in the city, and just the people around us. Traveling this land, every time I bump into something, I want to help the person who's lost their way find their way back, but it seems almost impossible. Sometimes, yeah, it can be done, but 9 out of 10, this just doesn't work. Maybe I was wrong about the oath. I just don't know anymore.
I feel like you're setting yourself up for something.
Yeah, I thought like it was like a good opportunity, like out of character. I figured now would be a good opportunity to do this after all my characters. Like he's seen a lot of shit. Like if you like, it's like I think if I take the Oath of Redemption, he would even want to find redemption in Strahd. But after hearing the stories about Strahd, he's just like, "Fuck, man, I really don't think it's possible for him to find redemption." And as soon as he thinks that, and that thought sets in, he's like, "Oh, fuck," you know. I figured it'd be a good time for it, you know, timing things right.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your character can be contemplating his oath. Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway, I don't mean to dump this on you guys. I'm sorry. I'll take.
You don't need to be sorry.
Last watch.
First, middle, last, all of the above.
Yep, all of them. I got some things I gotta think about anyway. I can't sleep.
Out of game, I know that we are 30 minutes ahead of time, but Terry and I actually had a very long night last night, so I was hoping that maybe we could stop a little early tonight if you don't